Yeah, I wanted to show you this flight simulator called Rise of Flight. It's old enough now that it's free. I think they're trying to generate some money um, for their downloadable content by giving away the software for free. It's the best World War One flight simulator out there, um, I think. It's got biplanes, some fixed wing aircraft like this one right here. No, that's a biplane. Anyway, um, I wanted to show you this. You might want to skip forward to about the 7 minute mark if you just want to see the simulator. I'm going to show you their cheap little training um, concept of flight for the basic beginners. If you already know why airplanes fly and how to basically fly an airplane, you might want to skip through to about the 7 minute mark. Um, I'm guessing, of course, at 7. But then I'll demonstrate this section of the educational simulation. Anyway, this is more of a flight simulator. Some of these games are like arcade games, and as you can see, this one's set up with mission plans and what looks like a World War One map of sorts. But anyway, some games like oh gosh, it seems like the bigger the company, the more they do this, are more arcade-like and less sim-like. This is a true simulation with flight dynamics and air pressure and all that. This really behaves like a real airplane, and it's in some cases a deep learning curve. Difficult to master. You got to hone your skills and you got to have some basic knowledge. But anyway, let's just start and you'll see. And then, like I said, about the 7 minute mark, I'll be demonstrating the actual simulation part.
John, I didn't expect you to be such a quick learner. You get everything just as fast as I did in my time. I'm very pleased with your results. Thank you, Captain. Well, as you eat so fast, I prepared something much more interesting for you than checkpoint flight and moving some handles. I can't wait to continue. Our next task is airplane operating restrictions. I know it might sound too boring, but remember, John, not only your life and safety of the plane, but also your combat success directly depends on your understanding of what I'm about to tell you today. The closer you can come to the limits of your span capabilities, the more advantage you'll
This
get
might
in your
sound a little hollow
an
when he
airplane
speaks.
is the most advanced combat
I think we're
vehicle
picking up
that
my
has made
external
it to this world,
microphone and
John.
my
Span
internal
13
recording,
years
or
to operate
you're
is
getting
the
a
top of technological
overlap of
progress,
recording like an
as
echo,
the other machine
since they're not
airplane
perfectly
has
aligned.
restrictions. And that's what we're going to talk about today.
Anyway, let's learn how to fly.
First, a couple of words about why an airplane flies. An airplane can fly thanks to the lifting force generated by its wings. The lifting force happens only when the airflow comes towards its wings. That's why, as I told you, speed is most important. But besides, the plane cannot keep flying when the speed is below 90 kilometers an hour, and it also cannot maintain speeds higher than 350 kilometers an hour. When you overcome this limit, the plane structure won't be able to hold the pressure of the airflow and will fall apart. The plane will lose the ability to perform a controllable flight. So pay special attention to your speed while diving. Don't accelerate past 350 kilometers an hour. Also, if you pull the stick too much while at high speed, the lifting force of its wings may become too big so the pilot will be pushed into his seat and he'll have trouble breathing. The wings might not sustain such a load and collapse. So don't let high G's in maneuvers. On the other hand, if push the stick too far so that the pilot will be thrown out of his cockpit, if not for the seatbelt, then the fuel won't be flowing to the engine from the fuel tank and the engine will stop. If during an energetic maneuver or normal flight you lose speed, you've got another problem waiting for you. The plane won't have enough lifting force and will stall and fall into a spin. A spin means falling of a plane in spiral, uncontrollable rotation. At low altitudes, this will result in death. But if you have enough altitude, then you have a chance. Push the control stick fully from you and in the direction of rotation. Fully press the pedal opposite direction. In a few spiral turns, the plane will start reacting to the controls. Lower its nose and stop rotating. After that, you can start pulling out of the dive. But don't hurry with it, as you can stall again. The other important thing you have to watch all the time is the altitude. If you lose the altitude until it becomes zero, and it wasn't meant to be a landing, this achievement will most probably be observed not by you, but by the control team. However, there
We don't
is
do that.
also a high altitude limit you cannot fly above it. It's called practical ceiling. At high altitudes, the air is colder and rarefied. Cold and low pressure not only cause a man great discomfort, but they also not influence the work of the engine.
Now, rarefied means that the air mixture is a lower percentage, or like think of it as thin air, or less oxygen and hydrogen for volumetric, cubic.
High G turns. Don't turn your plane upside down so that the fuel cannot reach the engine.
Cubic,
What you
whatever.
have to do in this mission is take off and climb to
Yeah, can't fly those upside down.
then dive and reach speed close to maximum. But watch carefully not to exceed it. After that, energetically with a high G, pull the plane into a climb so that you can hear your wings buzz but not break. Climb to 800 meters again. At this altitude, completely lower the throttle and try to hold the plane at this altitude without descent. Then it's going to lose speed and stall. After you pull out of the spin, return to the airfield and land. That's all. John, I know there's a lot of information and this mission is rather complicated. But considering your previous success, I have no doubt whatsoever you'll accomplish this. My hints will help you.
Okay, so now they want us to demonstrate those lessons. I'll try to explain as I go. Start this baby up. Alright, so first thing we do is take off and fly over the river. We're going to go through a series of hoops. We're going to demonstrate our nap of the earth, or nap of the water flying. And then we got to do this controlled climb till we do a controlled dive, pull out of it without ripping the wings off, do a middle speed turn to a climb, which is going to take all our airspeed to get there, and then we have to do straight and level flight. Go into a stall purposefully, my goodness, and then pull out of it and land without crashing. And that's how you succeed at this mission. Anyway, so let's just go ahead and do this. Now you can see the prop rotor twists my airplane, so I have to give it a little yaw until the nose picks up. They call this a tail dragger. Anyway, so my nose picks up, and then I'm flying along the ground, flying with my wheels on the ground, which is crazy. So let's get up there. Anyway. Okay, there's our first target. So I'm gonna line up on it, just like we'd line up on a runway. And it's really cool. They've got it set up nice. We've got this road down here. Is that road down there to the left? What we do is we just kind of go into a 1 minute turn. It's like Billard Airport, but at Billard you line up on the creek and you spin around. So imagine the road is the creek. We're at Billard and we're following the creek. And then as the creek continues, you know, we see the runway in sight, and the creek will curve, and you just straighten out, and there you are lined up with the runway. Now, in Billard's case, the road is the creek, and the water is the approach and runway. Really nice setup. Have a big natural, something natural visual to lead you in. Wonderful. Anyway, just full throttle all the way, unless they tell us to turn it off, or we need to turn it off so we don't rip the wings off the aircraft. So here, I like to hit these a little high. I mean, the reason being is if you get too low, your blades will pick up mist and water, which is going to add drag, reduce your airspeed. They're so powerful, and you have like this turbulent, I guess, wasted air come off your props, kick into the water, kick it up. You'll get mist on your windows if you do that. And of course, it creates drag and reduce your airspeed. Water's a powerful force, so I like to stay a little out of it. Maybe I can demonstrate that a little for you. Yep, so you don't want that. You catch that, you get out of there. See that? Anyway. That killed me too on my airspeed. It took 4 kilometers away from me. Doing I wanted to do 205 coming through the stretch. Anyway, I'm back. We are limited in time, so you know you have a little bit of leeway. Like this next obstacle is really hard to get, so they give you a little bit of time to turn around or hang in there. So anyway, we have to clear this last gate. We're gonna then do a left turn. And the climb, pretty hard climb actually, see it? And we got to try to do this control descent at full throttle. And I'm going to try to make 90 kilometers per hour and hold it. Really hard to do. Remember, he said 90 to 350. So at 90, we start to get all swirly. I'll show you. See, right here, I'm in my mid-80s. Let's try to hold it at 89. That's really nice. I'm not feeling the effects. I know in about 84, 79 for sure. It's all of a sudden you got to start using your rudder control, your yaw mechanism to control the aircraft. It likes to do this little side-to-side sachet drift thing. I'm fighting it now. I don't know if you can't see it, but I'm pulling hard left just to drift right. I'm actually fighting with my roll mechanism now. I'm using no rudder implementation. I'm using my roll like a rudder, or at least the airplane's behaving as if I was in wind-free, straight level flight, using my rudder, but no. I'm using my roll control, which we call those ailerons. Pitch control would be called your elevator, and your yaw control they call rudder, especially in Europe. So this ring is actually difficult to make. We may have to do a go around. I think what they're wanting to be is on edge of stalling when I go through it. Yeah, I just kind of see how it dropped below 70. So what we're going to do is what we call an ascending turn. We hope. And that's where I put it in the 1 to 2 minute position and roll around like, okay, I'm picking up speed so I can lift. Wow, did that rain just cast a shadow on me? That's interesting. Yeah, see me go through the lift. I even had airspeed while I was going up, so now, bam. Alright, so now we get a dive, and we don't want to rip the wings off. Can you hear them flutter with your ears? And when we pull out, you'll hear them buzz. Okay, now once I achieve straight level flight, I'm going to get my foot gas, throttle control. Oh, we got wings. Alright, now they're going to turn me over. And this maneuver looks like it's designed to take all my airspeed away. So before I enter it, I'm going to do that, pull it back to about 100 while I climb. And then I can hit it straight level. Not be hitting it upward, but maybe a little high and downward with accumulation of speed. We'll see what we can, we'll see. I mean, I've done it at 114, but I can't get through the last ring. So, anyway, I'll try to explain that in a moment. I think last ring's optional. Very interesting, because anytime I've missed a ring before, they don't let me see, so. Get a one, get this. Alright, no need to stall, let's go back in. Now we'll need time to build up our speed anyway, a little downward. I think they're going to ask me to kill my throttle as I enter the first ring. Alright, 141's a bad place to be. I can't make the last ring, so let's do it at, let's see, 160. Remember, I'm going to get the top of it, not the bottom. Okay. They told me reduce my speed to minimum speed. I guess that means kill the throttle completely. I'm not really sure, but as we go through the last ring, we should go into a stall, unless we just did it too good. I'm going to make it stall anyway. Oh, no. Okay, so here's the last ring. Now, I've never got through the last ring. Oh, look, I'm pulling on it. Oh, I'm in a stall. And I don't think they require it of me. I think what they want you to do is pull it out naturally. So we missed the last ring, and I don't think it matters. I've never hit the last ring. I think what's more important is that you stall. And then after you land, they give you full credit. So let's find our airfield. I need some gas. Not gasoline. I need to apply some throttle. I'm looking for my airbase. And I can read my map. I know it should be right over here. I've got that hill to fly towards. And then as I get closer, I should tune into my airbase. I'll show you which hill. I'll put my bomb sights on it. Alright, so this is 22 minutes into it. If you watch this whole thing, then you're dedicated and curious. I know it's terribly boring. But if you wanted to get this software, you know, this is the mission where they give you enough to barely succeed, and if you know a little more, it's easier. And hopefully, I gave you a little more. You still have to have the skill set or the mind muscle memory to perform the functions on the joystick. I'm not sure if someone can do it with the keyboard, but I've never tried. Alright, so putting focus on our approach, I was to fly to that mountain, and then I said the airbase would come into focus, so I can see it. That's where we took off from. Line up on a spot between the buildings. I love these World War I air bases. It's a big giant circle, and you can land anywhere you want. Just stop in the middle, come in any direction, anytime. Stop in the middle, outside in towards the middle. All right, let's go to half throttle now. Maybe 3/4. Planes are like all or nothing, it seems like. They do have a little bit of cruise reduction, but not like modern planes. Definitely not like electric planes. So there we go. Just kind of never land an airplane. We just let the airplane land itself. Fly straight and level flight with no gas. Tap the brake. Tap. Oh! I guess brake was bomb. I just failed the mission. Anyway, that was cute. My other flight simulator B is brake. I have to find the right button. Poor me. That was 20 minutes, so I'm not going to redo this. Just assume I would have landed and I would have been congratulated and succeeded. Anyway, thanks for watching.